Yikes. I just flew over there. Well, hello, Lisa Kleckner, Ben, Donald, how you guys doing? I am looking at a trail map. I'm on a road called Greenwater Valley Road. It's near the Greenwater Range. It connects Death Valley with like Shoshone area. Or if you guys have ever taken Highway 178 into Death Valley. 178? Yes, 178. Connects 178 with like, Dante's View area if you have off-road capabilities. So it's interesting. I'm just kind of looking around. I'm scared to move the camera or the phone. Here, let me see if I can turn this around. This is Death Valley, this whole darn thing. And I'm right about here. I'm right about in this area. In this area, I think. This way. This is all off. And that is why I don't want to move the camera. I've got like one bar of 4G. It is not hot right now. Who asked me that? Great Lakes, waterfalls. No, it's not. It's not terribly warm right now. Actually, right now it's overcast and cold. That's why I'm bundled up in the car. It's pretty outside. The scenery's great. It's just overcast right now. Should I give you guys a peek of that? This is my view. It's gorgeous out. Close the side door. Yeah, so I'm just kind of scoping out things that are around me, which is just wilderness, just gorgeous wilderness. But it makes for very boring videos, you know what I mean? Just driving around in the middle of nowhere. But there is a cabin. It looks like it's a bit of a hike, but it looks doable. For some reason, I have it on my Google Maps, and I'm not sure why. Oops. Where's my trash can? Where'd my trash can go? I need more coffee. I've only had one cup this morning, and that's not cutting it, damn it. Got a late start in the day. Banana mornings. Banana breakfast morning. I feel like I want to get going, you know, but I need to charge up my solar batteries because I spent too many days down uh, relying on my solar batteries to keep the fridge running. So I'm playing catch up between this like semi-threatening, storm that's been blowing through here. I'm getting intermittent sun, so it hasn't been full strength. I haven't gotten a full charge in a few days, so I'm concerned. I need to start thinking about traveling north of here to avoid heat. Or just go up in elevation. The easiest thing to do is just to go up in elevation rather than changing my current camping locations. So I'm kind of thinking about it today. What should I be doing in this transition period besides going north? Elevation change, definitely. By the way, I was looking at the this is the Death Valley what do you call it? Visitor guide, summer visitor guide. It's the same map that the Death Valley Germans probably picked up. Not too terribly far away from here. Where's that at? Here's Mango Pass. Anvil Canyon. So to give you guys an idea of how close or far we are, canyon right here. That's where the Death Valley Germans were. I'm camping over here. It's a bit of a ways, but that's where I'm at. It's kind of cool. Turn that around. How you guys doing this morning? Go where the sun is. Shakecasters. Hello, everyone. The Kenneth. I'm just scrolling up here. Great Lakes Waterfalls, of course. Did you guys hear that? I think a bird just landed on the car. Gonna have some beer and wander off into the desert. Beer and wine was, I think, all they had. Yeah, that bird was on the car. Huh. I scared it just now. The little wildlife out here, they're not shy. They just come right on up. It is beautiful out here. It is quite breathtaking. I've seen 4 cars travel through here in the time that I've been here on this road. Why did people take this road, I wonder? I guess it is, it's not faster than going 178 up all the way to Furnace Creek, but I don't know. 78 from Death Valley south up north in the park, that's a beautiful drive. Now what's this here? The Harry Wade Road. So the Harry Wade Road is part of the Mormon Trail. So I guess the West Side Road is pretty much what they took. It would seem that's what they took. The Mormons coming through and how Death Valley got its name. Well, Harry Wade was the gentleman that decided to break away from the caravan and get his family to safety and out of danger from Death Valley at the time. I've been on Harry Wade Road many times. I've never taken it from 178 all the way down to where Ibex Dunes is, basically, or the Saratoga Springs. You know, it looks like it's 4x4 road, and I'm pretty shy in going on to those because I don't have a 4x4. So, but just looking at this map, it's hard to tell whether or not the X5 would be able to make that trek or not. Yeah, there's Mormon Point. I'm pretty close in proximity to where those two hikers were um, rescued out of Death Valley a few weeks ago, uh, of which one of the hikers passed away. I haven't heard any updates on that. Have you guys? Cheers from Ohio. Hey, Stewport. Hey, Rowdy. Good morning to all. I'm letting you guys in a little bit more on kind of what I do on a more daily basis through these live streams. No sense in making a video or a vlog about what I do in my day. Just kind of tune in when you want to. I was at the ranch yesterday making a video, and part of that was showing you guys the steam engine that's left over from the Death Valley railroads that ran up and through Death Valley. They have one on display there, the engine number 2. Oh, is it Lisa's birthday? Happy birthday, Lisa. Happy birthday to Lisa. Happy birthday to Elisa. Good morning, Regina. Good morning, everyone. There is a hike I want to record in Death Valley. It's the Golden Canyon hike up into Zabriskie Point. You can actually hike between those 2 points. I'd love to do that. I don't know if I want to do a round trip, though. I guess it depends on how long the hike is. But I'll probably go down to Golden Canyon parking lot and hike all the way up to Zabriskie Point, turn around, come right back down. I also need to do the lower hike of Dante's View. I've done the extensive hike. I need to do the short one down below the parking lot. It seems pretty short. It should be easy to do that. Probably should have done that hike yesterday. I was right by it yesterday. Owl's Head Mountain. So the mountain I'm backed up to is the Black Mountains. The mountains are right over on this side. That's the Black Mountains back in this way. Now that's the mountains that those hikers were caught up in back in that area. They were on the other side of these peaks here. Matter of fact, I just passed a road or a valley, an off road, 4x4 road called Gold Valley Road, and that goes all the way up, pretty close to where they were trying to get to as well. I wonder if they camped on this side and they saw that Mormon Point was so close. Gosh, I really wish I knew the update on that story. Hey, this Dewport. We're all wishing you a great day, Stewport. Please tell me that's not a bug. It was not a bug. It was a piece of undissolved coffee. Oh, man. I finally did it. I finally went down Greenwater Valley Road, which is Furnace Creek Road, I guess. I guess that's what it's called. That goes through Greenwater Valley. Next to the Greenwater mountain range. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'll end up doing today. I want to go to this cabin that's not too far away. I don't even know what it is. I've seen it on satellite view, but that's all I've seen. It's that. I can see the tin roof. It's a pretty big hike into it. I'm up for the hike, and I've been using my Sony action camera for this portion of the trip, and that's to give you guys a sense of how this camera works with the same mic. Just a little Sony tripod holder, has little legs on it, open up, perch it on something. It's kind of nice. It's what I shot the most of the Wonder Hussy calendar videos with, is this. Just set on the ground, record it. I also did the interview with, or behind the scenes with Bob Wells in Wonder Hussy. It was shot on this camera. But I'm using it for this next video I'm making. The start of the video, I use the Note 8, and then I switch to this. And you'll see in that video the difference in lens quality, I guess, or camera quality. So I'm going to try to force myself into mixing the cameras up, in my videos to show you guys the look and feel, the contrast that they give me, at least, between the cameras that I use. Sometimes it's out of laziness, and that would be the Note 8. It's just so easy, it's right there. It's like an instant camera. It does everything automatically if you want it to. Or you can turn them off as needed. Mr. Magoo. Oh, yeah, GoPros are great. That's kind of what this is. It's the version of the GoPro that Sony makes now. Why did I pick this? Well, I kind of picked it because it has optical stabilization. It means it's not using software to stabilize the image like a GoPro does. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I choose to do something different. And this one you can mount closer to your head, meaning, here, I'll show you. If I were to use which I plan on doing, use a head mount camera or helmet mount, so it can sit really close to your head versus a GoPro that sticks out quite a bit. Do something like that. You'd be able to see everything I'm seeing. since I have a monitor here, this piece here is a monitor, I can actually take this off and use it as a wrist mount, which I actually have. It's just there. The monitor pops off and I can wear it on my wrist if needed, or anywhere. Put it on a bag or something. So yeah, I'm playing with cameras. I'll be talking about the reason why I'm using each camera in my videos, hopefully, or comment on that. If you guys want to know, I don't know. Good morning. Hello. What's this? Desert Princesses out and about? Oh, William's here. That's William, Mr. Magoo. Desert hikes. Desert hikes are not fun to do in the summertime. I guess it depends on where you're at, but in these parts it gets pretty hot. So no for me is what I've been thinking. At least for a little bit. Found my sunscreen. I'm keeping it out on purpose so I use it. Especially in the summertime, my skin gets really, really dark with the sun exposure I'm getting. I need long sleeve shirts too for the summertime. I have to pick those up next time I'm in town. Walmart, here I come. I always say Walgreens. I get Walgreens and Walmart mixed up because the wall part. It's lame. But yes, I'm out in Greenwater Valley on Furnace Creek Road, or Green Road, whichever one you want to call it. That's this road right behind me here. That's the road. I'm camped in a little pull-off area. Didn't plan on camping here very long, although where am I at? I'm just at 13 volts right now, so. I think I hear a car coming. Or it's wind. No, it's the wind. I don't know if you guys could hear that as well. Let's see here. I have my mic is not hooked up. I'm using the camera mic right now. I just pulled it off the other camera to change the microphone cabling. Wolfpack 345 just released a video. Yay. I watched his channel. He's a gamer. But he does story-like games, like World War II combat games of the Pacific, stuff like that. Oh, wrong way. I'm hooking up the other mic for no good goddamn reason. Okay. Is the audio any better? Hopefully it is. Nothing ever pans out. That's why you got to go do these hikes on your own. Can't rely on other people. You know, out of the necessity of safety, you kind of have to. But there are times where, like, this kind of hike is not requiring anything like that. I'm very fortunate that I've not had any really bad, like, health ailments my whole life. You found an Xbox at Costco? I don't know much about the gaming consoles these days. I've been kind of out of it. Audacious. Thanks for the feedback. I feel like getting out of the car, which requires putting on shoes and a hat. You guys want to step outside? You want to step outside, guys? Let's take it outside. Let's take it outside. I haven't been outside yet except to use the restroom. There's my Frosted Flakes. Yes, I eat Frosted Flakes on occasion. I love Frosted Flakes. We all have our guilty pleasures. Mine's Frosted Flakes with a good YouTube video at night before I go to sleep. I don't really eat it for breakfast. Darla! I had a question for Darla. What the hell was it? Oh, Darla, that part, her bumper cover, um, it comes in two pieces. It's this light gray trim piece, and then there's the regular bumper cover. Well, that little gray piece has popped off, and we were making a U-turn in her Forerunner, and that piece had popped off. It was kind of dragging behind her, so we just decided to pull the thing off and put it in her car. But we never put it back on. But it wasn't because I took it off. But Sarah is pretty rough on her car. She's a great she's a great off-roader. She's very cautious and whatnot, but she gets caught up in things sometimes, like in a conversation. She won't see something and bam, we're up and over it. Um, yeah, I haven't watched her video, but yeah. So to buy that new bumper cover costs a lot of money, and what you could do, it's just a beauty thing. There's ways to fix it with what she has. It's just that you have to kind of finagle it, and she never has time to come over and do that. So it wasn't me that broke her tailgate thing. There's no way to keep it on. Either we just let it drag behind her and destroy the thing, or we take it off and put it in her car for later install. But I told her just to leave it off. She's kind of mad. Well, it's her fault that it fell off. It was my idea to take it off and at least put it in the car. You've got two choices when a piece of your car is hanging off the back: take it off and leave it behind, or put it in your car and take it with you and hope that you can save it. That was not my fault. You can't just glue that piece on. If you look at the back of her car, you'll see these little holes on her bumper. Those holes are clips for that beauty piece to go into. All those clips are broken on hers. It had been ripped off, so those clips are gone. But you can glue like a metal flathead screw into, hot glue them onto the inside of that beauty piece to pull all the way through that and actually screw them on. Yeah, I told her to leave it off because it's just going to happen again. And if we try installing it more robustly, it could end up tearing off the whole rear bumper, the whole bumper cover itself. That and the rear bumper cover is like a parachute on your car. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but having a holes in your bumper cover actually improves your gas mileage. Um, that's why you see a lot of race car or racers cutting their bumper, whole, huge sections of their bumper off to allow that wind or the turbulence to go up and underneath the car. Um, Evacuates the air faster. It's like a Venturi effect at the back of your car. So, yeah. Anyway, car crap. Hey, 909 Adventures. I just saw you, you posted a video about going down to the Salton Sea. I was almost going to do that a few days ago. I was down in Blythe, California, thinking about doing that. So, how did you like the Salton Sea? You're collaborating too, I think. Your previous video, I think you were collaborating with another channel. So, congratulations on that. That's good forward movement. 909 Adventures. The Kenneth holes are awesome. Well, that's the reason why. If you look at the back of her I almost said X5, of her Forerunner, you'll see that her bumper cover does not have that light silver ornament attached to the back of it. Instead, you'll see these little black dotted lines where that piece is supposed to fit into. It's right where the trailer hitch is, kind of that general area, lower bumper cover. I've tried many times to get out there and help her fix that, but sorry, Sarah Jane, if you're upset about that. Heck, if she wants me to put it back on, I know how to do it. It's just I need time to get out there and do it. She's always busy doing something, and that's her primary mode of transportation. So, yes, epoxy, glue it in. But you can't epoxy glue that actual part because there's nothing to attach it to that part. So you have to epoxy glue uh, like a really big flathead to the back of that piece that popped off so that they line up to the holes on the bumper cover. Once you do that, you just put screws in the back and you're done. It's really easy to do. It's just a matter of getting out there and doing it. Oh, Wonderhouse's the best. You kidding me? But yeah, Darla, you have the same idea I do, epoxying it, gluing that piece back on, so it's still removable, but it's not permanent on that cover. You know what I mean? But her car is really beat to hell, just from the things that she runs into all the time. The rear bumper cover is more destroyed than anything. Send her an email, but you know I could help her with that stuff. It's just our timelines have to match up. Yeah, Donald. That's pretty much the fix. I forgot what you call this. They're not like lag bolts. They're I forgot the name of them. I know where to get them at the hardware store. It's just I forgot the name of it. She's getting creative with how to fix her car. She's got bigger problems, I think, underneath her car, but that's me. I've crawled underneath her car looking for different noises, and I've seen the horror that's going on down there. So, in mirrors, heck, only time I use mirrors is when I'm in the city. Otherwise, they're just a pain in the ass. I was going to take you guys outside, and I neglected to do that. I had to put the windsock on the camera to do that. How's Darla been? It's been a little while. Missed you, Darla. I was going to ask you something. I forgot what it was. I should have a Darla question list. Yeah, they'll come to me someday, and I'll just email you, I guess. Let's go outside. Indeed. Oh, my shoes. Is that a good view, guys? Nothing to see here, just put my shoes on. Well, that's me knocking over the camera as I'm trying to put my shoes on. Yes, it's quite cold. I think coming outside was a bad idea. That's me. I'm gonna adjust the brightness on my monitor real quick. It's at full blast. That's just dandy. So it really is that dark, huh? Okay, what are we saying here, folks? What's on your minds? Hey, Mark. Okay, Darla. Have a good meeting. Coffee. Coffee sounds good. It's freaking cold. I'm going back in the car. This is crazy. But it is cold out here. It's nice. I gotta go up in these little rocks here and check out what's going on. It seems to be some stacked rocks up there. Not sure what. It's too cold. I gotta get back in. I thought it'd be nicer out. I live a sheltered life. Too sheltered. Better. Oh. So that's the outside world. It's freezing out. Brr. Looks like it's going to rain too. I would not mind the rain, but I need sunlight. At least I'm at 13 volts. That's good. All my supplies are full. Food, water. Fridge is up. Yeah, everything's running great. Got plenty of oil. Full tank of gas. Yeah, we're pretty set right now. I can stay out in the wilderness for quite a while. I do have internet here. I don't know how that's happening, but I can make phone calls. I got 4G, 1 bar 4G right now. That's how we're doing this stream. Is this stream coming across okay? Is the quality okay? Hey, 909 Adventures. I'm out in southern Death Valley. At a place called... Let's see here. I'm right about there in Death Valley. There's Shoshone. I'm not too far away from Shoshone, about maybe a half hour to 45 minutes. I'm almost out of the park. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Good morning. Stream is good. Okay, good. 1 bar 4G. I can stream on this. It's crazy. Been doing a lot of driving lately. Isn't it always cold in the UK? Oh, it's warm in Tennessee? That would be so nice to visit Tennessee. Cup number 3. Watch out. Oh, my video for tomorrow, guys. I'm really excited. I haven't been excited on a video in a long time, but this is one that I don't even know why I'm excited. It's a weird video. Well, it's not weird. I'm not going to try and set the expectation as this is one of the strangest videos I've ever made. It's not. It's very basic. It's basically a town that's on the verge of just shutting down, and but it's not. It's somehow staying alive. Bowie, Arizona, folks. It's an amazing place. If you ever get to go there, and you feel like you're being watched, it's probably because you are. I'm not just making this up, man. There were 3 vehicles following me, of which in the start of the video, you'll hear I have theme music for the people who follow me. And in that video, you hear me play it every time they are being talked about or they're around. And I'm by a Texaco, used to be a Texaco gas station that burnt down. You'll hear someone say hello to me, and it was one of those people following me that drove by. I didn't put them on camera because I just don't do that very often. And when they did that, I had to comment. There's people following me, and they just made it apparent that you're being watched. So I'm not joking, man. This really happened. It's really kind of. It's like what a horror movie would start out as, you know. I was thinking these thoughts. It's like, oh my god, my life's in danger. But someone did comment, I think on the live stream or the video of the live stream, that uh, relatives of theirs, their father or grandfather used to live out there and they enjoyed going out there, whatnot. Uh, and that, I guess, one of his relatives was shot in that town, not too far away from where I was camping. Uh, just some bad stuff was going on. I learned this after I was leaving town, so kind of relieved I found that out later, so it didn't ruin my stay there. My father was born in Mobile, Alabama, and I've not been back there. I wouldn't mind going back to Alabama and seeing that, as well as that surrounding area, in Tennessee included, New Orleans, Tennessee, uh, uh, Oklahoma, Texas, that whole area, that whole southern United States area, I'd like to explore. Um, Coming up, it costs money to do that, so uh, yeah, money, 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 money. You know that song by ABBA? It must be funny. Come on, what's the next in a rich man's world? Come on, guys. I think that was ABBA. Come on, son, just pop out for an hour or two so I can go somewhere. Fridge is on. I'm at 34 degrees. With the fridge on, I'm at 12.84 volts. Not bad. Probably have enough in there right now for me to move and replant myself somewhere. The thing is, spot is going to be off of 178. I'm not quite sure how far up I can get to this cabin if I go there. Um, it would be fun to, if it rained, to make it up to the cabin just as it starts raining. I think we're all feeling pretty good, Regina. ABBA, best band in the 70s, dance queen. I'm doing pretty good. I'm I'm trying not to spend so much time around Pahrump, um, which is causing me to do stuff like this, and pushes me to do more live streams like this versus me sitting in a lobby, for instance. By the way, Adventure Princess was telling me that I guess Bob had a show at the Holiday Inn where I was at, where he did a video recording there. There's a lockdown at your work. Maybe you should call in right now. It was a viewing party at the Holiday Inn I usually am at, guys. So I wonder if he saw that I was doing live streams for them and thought we'd go and do a video there. I don't know. Hopefully I was an influence on that. I don't know. Mark, where are you at again? You're not in Tennessee, are you? You are in Tennessee, I think. So maybe my live streams actually, am I pushing Holiday Inn quite a bit? Every video since I started working with them. Um, Maybe it's helping. Maybe they're getting some, bookings because I don't know. They can get 10, 15% off. They just mention my channel name at check-in. Hello. You're in Johnson City. Very good. I think they're always booked because it's a non-smoking location. You can't smoke in any of the rooms. Um, you can't gamble there. There's no gambling machines in that building at all. It's like a regular, hotel. You can't even buy alcohol on premise. It's very nice in that respect. It's very family friendly. If you go to like even like the Best Western just down the street from there, you got a casino attached to it slash bar nightlife kind of thing. That's not really, you get cheaper rates, but you pay the price. Everything helps. I'm sure it does. Not even 420. What does that mean? Oh, well, you can smoke outside. You can't smoke inside the lobby or any of the rooms, but you can. That means cigarettes, cigars, stuff like that, including marijuana. You go outside, you can do your own business, but you can't really smoke marijuana in public. You can be discreet about it, but you have to be outside to do that. It's a beautiful bird. The sound it's making. You get really in tune with the birds and what they sound like. I've never heard a bird like that before. Out here. Really, really high pitched. Regina, where are you at? Are you in the Tennessee area? I don't know where any of you guys are really at. I have to ask all the time. I'm a bad person at storing things in memory. So you tell me something one day, I might forget the next. So my apologies. It is nice. It is nice to have that, Bob. I agree. And that's the selling point to that place for me. Plus, it's really clean, really nice people. Yeah, it's awesome. The manager there, Jenny, she allows me access to the lobby in hot weather, in cold weather. Anytime I want, just come in, check in with the front desk, let them know what I'm doing, and I do my thing. Uh, and plus, a lot of people know me there already. So I've had people who just stop in at the Holiday Inn who I don't know, but know me from the channel and just come in and say hi. It's been a great experience. Oh, here comes someone. There goes someone. You'll see him pass by my window here. Um, First travelers of the day. A Ford 4x4, 150. It's a Harley Davidson edition, black with gold trim. And in case he comes back and kills me, you guys have the information on YouTube. What? That's scary though. Can you imagine that? Someone's live streaming and all of a sudden they get popped. That'd be crazy. They're still going. It was a couple. Whoa. We need a plate number. I remember weird stuff. I don't remember important stuff sometimes. It's really bad. I've done some weird things, and because I haven't remembered that I've done them before. Isn't that crazy? It might get worse with age or lack of activity. I think you have to have more activity to keep your brain functioning healthy. I think personally, if you're sitting in a house all day just rotting away, yeah, your brain is not being challenged enough. Just walking around in the middle of nowhere, you have to think a lot about, do I step here? Do I step there? If I go this direction, will something bad happen to me? If I go this direction, what other bad things could happen to me? You're constantly problem solving, so you're staying active without even really knowing it. And if you just sit in the house and cruise through channel after channel, you're going to go brain dead. You're going to forget how to use your noggins. Use it or lose it. Exactly. Thank you very much. Put it simply, use it or lose it. Should be a t-shirt. Your brain, use it or lose it. Play Scrabble with friends. That's one thing, but you have to get out there and be physical. Your mind has to be connected with your body. You have to do these things in conjunction. That's keeping your body and your mind healthy, I think. Just doing crossword puzzles is not, that's not all you need. That's part of it. Oh my, what? Bob, I love you, Larry. You are like a mystery novel that just keeps writing itself. Hey, I wasn't the most healthy person when I started this, so I'm sorry. Lost my train of thought on that. But no, I guess I'm. Well, isn't everyone like a novel? Every day is a new day. Every day is a new chapter. I think it is. Never lose hope, even if your name is Jeremy DeWitt. Well, maybe if you are him, you should lose hope. But yeah, you should definitely lose hope if you're Jeremy DeWitt and you're trying to be a police officer. Definitely lose that hope. Get on to something else. Jeez Louise. If you guys don't know who Jeremy DeWitt is, he's a police officer impersonator. He tries to live the life of a police officer without actually being a police officer. He's a danger and a menace to society. He needs to be pulled off the street and corrected. He needs some time out, folks. Locked down at the barber shop. Cut it out. Dun psh. Walkie talkie on scan. I'll leave it on scan for a little bit. See if there's anyone around here. Yeah, I'm playing with my walkie talkie. Got my trash outside blowing in the wind. It's in a trash bag hooked up to the side of the car. You know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't trash the desert. You kidding me? Yes, 909 Adventures. I do watch him. I don't really watch him. I watch some of the channels like Donut. I watch Popo Medic. I like those two. I also watch another channel about how to read body language. I forgot that gentleman's name. Shock. I forgot his name. I forgot his channel name, but he's a good channel. That's how I found him. Jeremy DeWitt, that is. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. Gosh, it's 43 people here. Hello, everyone, and good morning. Yeah, Jeremy DeWitt is he's a strange dude. Him and his brother are both police impersonators, and they're now both incarcerated. I guess is that the right word to use? They're both under arrest and in jail. Jeremy's bonds have all been revoked, so he's going to be in for a while until this is all cleared up. Hey, Larry. Yes, I am doing well. Hey, Mark. Thumbs up. We're all doing good here, I think. I'm happy to be out and about. Even in, I'd rather be out here in the middle of nowhere in bad weather than, close to civilization, I think. As long as I have all my stuff, I'm happy. Very happy camper right now. Okay, so nothing's going on in Monitoring World. I'm going to just turn this thing off. Yes. Well, I told you guys I'd be streaming more from the road, and I have been, and I figured all this junk out. Even though I made my way across the United States, it was getting more, not all the way across. I made it to New Mexico. I started having problems with camping, and it's something I should have listened to when Wonder How Steve mentioned this to me a while ago. You really should know where you're going to sleep before you go on your adventure for that day. We're going to be camping as far out into the future as you can get. I wasn't really doing that. I was really relying on freecampsites.net, and where it started to fail me is in New Mexico. I could not find any camping around White Sands. So I ended up having to backtrack quite a bit to get to a campsite. And I ended up going back to where I started, which was Bowie. Indian Bread Rocks Camp. It's a 3-hour drive, folks. But it was already late at night. I'm like, well, if I'm going to be driving at night, not knowing where I'm going to camp, I wouldn't feel comfortable, so I'll just drive all the way back. I wanted to do a video of Bowie anyway, and, well, there's a good excuse. So I went back. Since I went back, I felt the need to really buckle down and try and do one of these videos I've been threatening to do, which is, a picture of America, a snapshot. So I did that in this video. Everything from, having a low law enforcement in that city, the locals had taken it upon themselves to do the policing themselves. So did it work? I don't know. You tell me in this video that's coming out tomorrow. There's that bird again. Can you guys hear that? Smocaine, Smocaine, I think is what it is. Good morning. We're all doing good? Finding NorCal. Hello. Haven't you seen Navajo cops? I have not. Is somebody rubbing? Is something rubbing? Not that I know of. There's wind noise from the wind coming in the back hatch. It's in Death Valley, Greenwater Range. Why doesn't this go down all the time now? I don't get that. Actions, no. Southern Death Valley, close to Shoshone area. It's on a dirt road. It's on Furnace Creek Road, I believe. Furnace Creek Wash Road, I think is what it's called. I'm about a half hour outside of town. I'm guessing is how far I am. Catherine Kennedy, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I don't know any good morning songs. Do you guys? Other than the John Denver song. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me cry. Indeedy. How is Catherine this morning? How is Las Vegas, Catherine? Hour and 10 minutes. By the way, did you guys enjoy the video I did when I was editing my video? I was actually editing tomorrow's video on that live stream. Did you guys get anything out of that? Not many people watched it, but yeah. No wind. It's windy out here. It's gusty, I should say, maybe 10-mile-an-hour gusts here and there. But it's cold. The sun hasn't come out in Death Valley, part of Death Valley I'm in. If I look further out, I can see I don't know what mountain range that is behind me there. Wow, in the middle of nowhere. You got that right. Can't be much activity there. No, there's not much. Uh, I don't stay in the cabins. I've stayed in one cabin, and that was fairly recently with Sarah Jane Woodall, Wonder Hussy, up in a cabin after one of her photo shoots. And I think that was the last time. That was last year. So that was the first time and last time. So yeah, editing is really boring. Everyone, I'm lifting the mystery behind all that crap. It's really not that difficult. It's just you have to have some discipline. You have to just understand when too much is too much, or that you need to apply more editing or take less of your editing out. Put it in or put it out. Take it in, put it in or take it out. One of the two. It's a difficult thing, but when you get it right, it does flow pretty good. Oh, you like the editing part? Okay, 909. That's interesting. I like capturing the footage. I like capturing the footage because I know how to edit. And I like the video capturing Larry when he's out doing his thing because he knows how to edit. I like the video that he brings back to me as the editor. Um, so for me, getting the video is more fun because I'm doing it in an editor's mindset. Does that make sense? It's not always, ooh, look at this cool shot. It's not always like that with me. It's this, oh, what a cool shot, but where would I use this in editing? Because you shoot too much footage, and you have to sit through all the footage you shot, no matter what, if you want to use it in your video. So it's kind of a you can shoot too much footage. I'm telling you, if you're only making 10, 15-minute videos, you can shoot too much video. Oh, she doesn't stay in cabins by herself. Yeah, she doesn't always stay in them. There's some hazards to doing it. You can get sick from uh, mouse droppings, basically, um, and other creatures that live in these cabins when you're not usually there. So, I've got a perfectly good SUV that houses me fine, and it's fully stocked. Why would I want to leave it for comfort somewhere else? I might pull up to a cabin, sleep in my car next to a cabin, but there's been very few times where I've done that. Now, the reason why I did it that night is because I didn't have any heat in the car. I'd have to turn the car on to get heat. Instead of doing that, I just went into the cabin, which had a wood burning stove, heater, and uh, plenty of wood. So, and was her and I there. I'm like, well, we can save a lot of gas and a lot of headache if we just move our beds in here and started the fire. And that's what we did. It just made sense at that time. So 909 says, honestly, I get caught up in the. Yeah, keeping your mind in the moment, 909, is difficult. I find talking to the camera keeps me in that moment. I keep talking about what I'm seeing, trying to describe what I'm seeing as I'm moving through it. Um, if you're just walking through, not saying anything, you can get lost in your own thought and wander off. I don't know. It's just me. Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Smocaine. Smokane asked me this question. Larry was thinking you might be a private type like me, but Sarah mentioned you moved from San Francisco 2 to 3 years ago. Have you touched the topic of in, topic why in any of your other videos? Yeah, I actually have a video of why am I doing this. I think is what it's called. It's one of my earlier videos, um, but I touch on it there. We can't walkie-talkie. You'd like to hear the story? Okay. Regina, go out and camp. I suggest that. Well, the reason why I'm doing this is because I just got fed up with working in corporate America. Um, I started to see things differently, and I didn't like what I was working within. So I decided to try something completely else, uh, and that meant being a lot more selfish about my time and what I'm doing with my time. I had a lot of bad people in my life, uh, some bad influencers on me, and I took that all out. I just removed them. I said, no more of that. Uh, I didn't want to try something out and just dip my toes in and not like it and have to return back to corporate life. So I really kind of shut my corporate life down. I had enough of it. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. I felt like I had some issues inside, health issues that were going on, and I needed to take care of myself. So the life that I was living was nice and comfortable, and I partied a lot. And through that, I gained weight. I was drinking more. I was smoking cigars. Uh, I was living a happy life, but it was, it was not healthy. So I started reflecting on what I was doing with my life and racing cars, you know, living a single life, uh, uh, having a corporate job, working in marketing, and doing the things I was doing was okay and all, but I felt like I was going to die from a heart attack. So I started looking at what other things in life would I be doing if, let's say, I did have a heart attack and I'm in the hospital. What would I be thinking of doing if I could? And one of the things I've always wanted to do was explore the Americas, my country, right? And I started watching YouTube videos, and I ran across Adam the Woo. I ran across Wonder Hussy. I ran across a whole bunch of people who were doing exactly what I thought I should be doing. So I went out and tried it. I went out to Bodie, California, to a state park. Basically, it's a ghost town, to see if I would like something like that. And I went out there and I loved it. Granted, I went out there in a Honda S2000, and I slept in the car. I got there, I don't know, at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I went to some random parking lot near the lake, and well, that next morning I woke up freezing cold, explored Bodie, and drove home and decided that's something I want to pursue. Anyway, yeah, Adam the Woo too, and what he did with his life, he just said, that's enough. Here's what I'm doing. I quit. I'm gonna move the van, get rid of all my shit. If you watch his video, that's what I did. I pretty much did what he did. I took everything I had. I sold everything. I quit my job. I resigned. I said that's enough. I packed stuff into this X5. I bought this X5. I built it out, purposely built to do YouTube videos on adventuring. And here I am, 3 years later, 3.5 years later, and I'm still doing it. So long story short, I did this because it's been a dream of mine, I guess. Anyway, does that help answer your question? Yes, Catherine Kennedy. There's a lot of backstabbing going on. Now, I happen to have had a position that no one really wanted. I was a production manager, so I took marketing materials and basically mass produced them. Yeah, it's a long story. I really summarized it there as best I could. I don't want to bore people. But it came out good. I'm here doing what I like to do and with people I like to do it with. So, yeah, I'm not forced into a situation where I have to work with this person or else you don't get paid your paycheck and blah, 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 blah. Ghost town living. I'm not really into ghost town living though. I don't mind going to see a ghost town and see what people have left behind, but not see what people are trying to revive from the dead, you know? And that's kind of what this guy's doing. He's trying to bring this ghost town back to life and make money off of it. Well, he's doing a good job. But, I mean, how many times do you have to watch the same thing over and over again before you go, that's enough? I'm not really into that channel. I mean, it's good technical stuff if you want to learn all about that, but for me, the fun is running across something and deciphering what they were doing there. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I have to use the restroom. You guys mind? I'll be right back. Oh, the sun's coming out. Yay! It's burning off finally. That makes me happy. Don't get me wrong, though. Corporate America is not all that bad. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. But there are a lot of backstabbers. There are a lot of there's a lot of nepotism going on. But that's the same anywhere you go. The nepotism part that really burns me up the most. People who get positions because they know somebody somewhere, not because they've earned the right to be there. You know what I mean? And I think through that you find people who are more corrupt. People who do the regular work, put the time in, go through the, you know, go through life basically working and realizing the right things to be doing and the wrong things to be not doing, and stay away from the wrong things. People who are just plopped into their positions without that kind of life experience in their work or career, they can't apply the same that a person with that and give it the same kind of importance and energy that it needs. So with that, you tend to find people who take shortcuts and get corrupt, I guess is what I'm trying to say. What should I have for breakfast this morning? Is oatmeal a superfood? I think it's the type of oatmeal that you would consume that would say if it were or not. Oatmeal it is. I'll have to do that after the live stream. Or I can just have a banana in the meantime. I'll probably just have a banana in the meantime. Because oatmeal means you have to clean up quite a bit, and I'm not really into that right now. Because I just filled up with all my water. I don't want to waste water on cleaning stuff. Things that require a lot of cleaning aren't things I like to do in camp. Does that make sense? Everything bagel with butter. I've got that. I got bagel and cream cheese and bagel and butter, lightly salted butter, that is. And yeah, I got all that. Bacon and eggs I can make. I can even have frosted flakes, which I usually eat at night. Bagel cream cheese, yes. It's everything bagels too. I must add. They even say on the package, everything bagels. Oh, I got biscuits and gravy from Mountain House. Use disposable cups. I don't use disposable cups. I use this. I use a mug. Or I use this thermos cup. I don't use paper products like that. It creates too much trash. Yes, biscuits and gravy. I love biscuits and gravy. I love biscuits and gravy. I love my channel viewers too. All you guys. You guys are great. Catherine Kennedy, 909 Adventures, Gina, Darla, everybody. The Kenneth, the Stewport, William, who's now going under something else. I don't know why people do that. But yes, we love you all. I love you all. We, as in the X5 and myself. If it weren't for you guys, this thing would not be happening right now. Your support, your viewing, your donations, your everything, your thumbs up, your comments, or those who don't do any of that and just watch the video from start to finish, it helps. Thank you very much, everyone, for helping this channel. When I turned 50 years old is when I quit my job. January 31st, when I turned 50 years old, 3 years ago. Yes, I'm 53. My gift to myself at 50 was to start my YouTube channel, and that's what you see me doing right now. I'm still following through on that. Got about 4,500 subscribers, and it's slowly growing. I like the slow grow. It's manageable. I can grow with it. And I've had a lot of help from Wonder Hussey's channel. I've had a lot of help from a lot of channels, actually. But hers the most, and I'm forever indebted to her for everything she's taught me. Yes. I'm indebted to everyone here. Thank you. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible to be doing this. Honestly, it would not be possible. Growth is tough. 909, it's tough. And it's funny, I don't look at it the same way I did when I started. When I was sub 1,000 subscribers, my whole life revolved around how big this channel was going to be. Not so much anymore. I keep an eye on it, I check in on it, but it doesn't run my life like it used to. What's more important now and should have been the whole time was the content that I'm putting up. And it has, for the most part, been a hot topic, but it's not the driving force. Now it is. It's how good can I make this video? Mark, you've been around for a while, yeah. I remember being at my part-time job at Death Valley Junction, fine cannabis. I worked at a grow house in Death Valley. Yes, that was me. And I remember walking down the hallway there to one of the main offices. I worked in the front office. I did data work for them. I remember stopping in the hallway at one of my coworkers and saying, "Man, I'm at 57 viewers now. I'm growing. I'm growing." And now I'm well over 4,000, and I'm grateful. I really am. I appreciate every one of you guys. Wonder has to send you. Wonder has he sends everyone here. Uh, no, the most trash I generate are these here, which I clean with. Um, I clean everything with these. Like when I'm done having oatmeal, I don't let it crust up inside the stainless steel bowl that I have. I immediately clean it out with these. It's a lot simpler to clean that way. And those make their way over to this. This is my trash can. I stuff this full, and then this makes it to my trash, which goes to a bin. Finding NorCal. Does the excitement wear off at 4K? What do you... Oh, no, it doesn't wear off, Finding NorCal. The excitement moves from one focus to another, is the best I can explain. My excitement has gone from how successful and large is the channel to now the focus is how good can I make these videos? How compelling can I make these videos? When that should have been the focus the whole time, but for some reason it wasn't because, oh, subscription count, subscription count. And that's not really what matters. What matters is how can you keep people involved, immersed in your videos? How can you get your viewers to feel like they're really next to you on this video, on this hike, on this adventure? Is it all about making money on YouTube? No, it's not. I would say 25% of that is about how to make money on YouTube. Are you going to become a millionaire at making videos on YouTube? No, you're not. It's not set up for that. It's not set up to make you successful like that. The algorithm is in control of your exposure. So if you cater to the algorithm, how-to videos, PG-rated videos, kid content, stuff like that, you're golden. You start doing Marilyn Manson videos, biographies, or the Manson family biographies and videos, or death rock videos, and, stuff like that, you probably won't get pushed as much, and you probably get shadow banned. Um, and shadow ban's a real thing, and I'm about to try and start to figure that out myself. If any of my videos have been shadow banned, I'll try and put up a video on my community page about that, and how a pretty big channel is actually looking at this, and what they figured out, which is, I think, valuable stuff. I wouldn't say that any of my videos have been picked up and really have exploded. Um, the videos that have been running in the background for a long time that impress me are some of the shorter ones, and one of them is the railroad train that passes over the camera. I actually laid my Note 8 onto to the railroad tracks of the Union Pacific, and let the train pass over it, and then I went and retrieved my camera. But that has gotten a lot of views, and people like watching that. But there's no dialogue in it at all. It's just footage. People seem to enjoy it. But I need to make more videos that are more compelling. Not just, oh, look what I caught out in the Mojave Desert. Train going overhead. But it has to be more compelling. It has to be more of a story. I never made a video of that trip that I did with Sarah Jane Woodall, Wonder Hussy, across the Mojave Road. It was a 5-day journey across the Mojave Desert on a dirt road through through 4-wheel driving out there. It was fun. It was a great trip. I still have the footage from it, I think, but it wasn't anything that was compelling enough to make a video out of. I wasn't the videographer that I am now back then. That was my first major expedition with Sarah. I learned a lot on that trip, documented a lot, but I have not released anything from it. Uh, SMO Kane. By the way, I'm impressed that you're not in need of a roof rack or roof box. I used to have one at the start of this trip with your living. I found it to be not needed. The X5 must be roomy. It is not the way I'm living in it. Um, I'm living very minimalist right now to make up for that shortfall of room. So I have a fridge, which this camera is sitting on right now, and I have 2 bins in which I store things in, dry foods and my cookware. And then my bed is what I'm sitting on the passenger side of the back of the car. There's no room in here really, just for one person. It's a one-person SUV. Even Sarah VoIP. What are you talking about? Even Sarah video is becoming oh so boring. Finding no cow. I dig your videos there because you're quite mellow, although I'm a huge Wonder Hussy fan. Yeah, I don't know where VIP was going with that. Did I start that? I'm sorry if I did, but I did not mean to reference that she has boring videos. She doesn't. I mean, she puts a lot of time and energy into her videos. I don't know what you're talking about. Your caravan. Whoa. I'm gonna stop trying to understand that. There we, yeah, one house is not boring. I agree with finding no cow. Well, all my tools to work on the car are in the front seat, passenger front seat footwell. So you can't sit there unless you sit cross-legged or you sit funny in the front seat. Um, there is no back seat anymore. I took that out to accommodate the fridge. And really the rest is for me to spread out in. Usually I have bags sitting where I'm sitting now. They're in the front seats now since I'm not driving. I'm just camping. Um, so it really is a one-person vehicle. Whether it's a larger SUV like the new X5s, the X7, uh, still would be kind of small for what I do. But if you live minimalist, like, do you ever see me wearing non-t-shirts? It's because most of my wardrobe is like I have three blue shirts, three red shirts, three black shirts, one white shirt. Then I have a couple of pairs of jeans, socks, and underwear. That's it. I don't carry a wardrobe with me. I keep it simple. Um, I don't live a glamorous life. I live a very simple life. And through that, I save a lot of money. Um, yeah. Would I change anything? No, I wouldn't change a thing. I like the mileage I'm getting in this vehicle. To drive out to New Mexico and back and get 21 miles a gallon is good. I like that. And to be able to live out of the vehicle, I like that too. It's hard to break these chains and bonds that you have with what you call home. I guess is what I'm struggling with. I don't have a place I call home except a town called Pahrump that has a mailbox that I use. Right. That's about it. Other than that, it's just like any other town. I can go to any town and be kind of like how I am. But for some reason, I've come to love this area, the Death Valley National Park. The energy of this area. It's not like you're in Bowie, Arizona, or New Mexico, or even California. It has a different energy to it, and I like that. Well, you have a great day finding NorCal. There have been cloned accounts here on YouTube. What are you talking about, Lisa? Mr. Magoo, go take a walk. VOIP pretty much stopped watching Monohusy videos. Most just too lame. Catherine, it's because I have one bar, and if a bird flies between my phone and wherever that repeater is, or where that cell tower is, I don't know where it's at. If one bird flies between me and it, we might have pixelation. Well, VoIP is just a person with an opinion. It might be offensive to one person, it might not be to another. He's, for his own reasons, his tastes have changed. There's nothing wrong with that. And I appreciate him being honest. I like Sarah as a friend more than I like her channel. Um, she teaches me things that other people can't teach me, and I respect her for that, and I understand what she's doing on her channel. So I look at it through an editor's eye, not really as a viewer looking for content. Um, so I'm kind of blind to that side. So hearing VOIP's point of view is important to me to hear something like that. And I've been in fear of my channel turning into something like that myself. And I'm doing things that I think um, my Bowie tomorrow's video is a good example of how I'm combating that very thing that VOIP is bringing up. How a channel can get stagnated and really kind of get old. Um, I'm going to say it. World War II History Hunter has turned into that with me. I used to really like his videos, and now I'm not so much. And it's not because he hasn't grown. He has. His channel has grown tremendously. But I've grown too, and I've grown out of his channel. Does that make sense? So I can understand a person who really likes exploring might see her videos really interesting at first, and then later on kind of graduate up into wanting something more with more substance, I guess. I don't know. I still really enjoy her videos when they are appealing to me. Um, some of them don't make sense to me, so I don't watch those. Like I don't like watching hot tub videos or hot spring videos. They're not something I've been there, done that. They don't interest me like that. So when she does an explore video, though, it's very interesting. I'll watch it. Like, where was this place at? And I'll try and do some, investigating myself. Like, where was this on YouTube? Where can I figure this out? Wonder how she has over 100,000 on her phone. That's. I don't think they've been mostly off road. I'm going to disagree with you, Larry. Coming up with content is difficult all the time. Yes, if you're out to okay, Catherine Kennedy, I agree with you. However, um, this is YouTube. This is about the individual. It's not about anything else, really. So if you're portraying a lifestyle, if you're always on the go, filming all the time, then it's not hard to do. You're doing what you need to do. Yes, VOAP, I agree with you. Yes, some channels' content also repetitive over time. Same old thing all the time. Yeah, yep, I agree. Well, Mark, I don't like clickbait either. I think that's what you're referring to. You don't like YouTubers that make the thumbnails just so you watch. I agree. Patrick, yes, Ewu did do that. I think they're doing some other things too. Sarah's very honest. Yes. Oh yeah, I hear you, Catherine. Yes, Sarah is very honest. She is true to that 100%. I vouch for her on that. If I have any impact on you guys, she is a truly honest person. Sarah doesn't watch my chats. You kidding me? She's too busy. Say hello. So, Sarah does not watch these live streams. Nor does she comment. She's very private. You never know, but she's not the type that would come in and do that. She would just she would she would set it up. Yeah, I'm drinking too much coffee today. I'm waiting for the freaking sun to come out. It's partial. Where I'm at 13.2 volts. And the fridge is on, so it's probably about 1320, 1340 ish. 20, so that's 3 amps. But it pulls about 5, so it's about 13.25 amps when it's off. The stuff you start learning about your batteries and how much electricity you're consuming during the day, or in my case, in 3-day intervals. I can basically have no sun for 2 to 3 days. And keep my fridge running without being hooked up to shore power. '77 and sunny. I hope it's 60 degrees out right now. Oh, do I not have hot water? Oh, I do. Is this 3 or 4? I cannot remember. We're moving on to 2 hours here, folks. Partly because I don't want to get... Well, I have to do some finishing on my video for tomorrow. I have to put in the description, set the tags up. I have to do all the administrative work today, which is not a lot, maybe 10, 15 minutes of work. Get that set up. My thumbnail, I am not happy with my thumbnail. Basically, the thumbnail is just nothing but words. And you can kind of see a little bit of the picture. And I want the thumbnail to stand on its own, but you know, Bowie, Arizona is the hometown of Rambo, the movie character. The fictitious movie character's hometown is Bowie, Arizona. It's mentioned in his videos, so in his movies. That is his hometown. So I approach it like that, not like, where did he live, kind of thing, while exploring the very beautiful town, which is about to be abandoned. So it's a living abandoned town. Hope it helps your headache. Try an aspirin, AP. Oh, you do like the solar aspect of my adventures, VoIP. Well, my solar setup was derived from another channel, but that other channel put up a schematic of his solar setup, and I basically copied his blueprint. The only thing that's not the same are the panels I've chosen, which are, was it grade A, monocrystalline solar cells. They're top of the line. You can't get any better than that without going to NASA. Now, that's because I didn't want flexible solar cells at the time. 3 years ago, they didn't have what they have today, which are more durable. They tended to fail at the very beginning. So I opted to go with rigid solar panels, which are kind of a pain in the ass, but I'm loading them in and out of the car. I kind of want to make a custom rack for the top just for the solar panels. Make them thin, aerodynamic, quiet, and they just sit up there and the wires run into the car and they're always on. Not the case right now because I like to angle them up and make the car look very stealthy. Eminence front. It has a false facade for really what's going on and what's housing inside of it, which is the person's living out of this thing and using as a YouTube studio. So, in a nutshell, that's what my whole channel is about how the outside of this car does not look like it's an adventure vehicle. The space case or the Yakima space case on top of the car on the rack made it look like someone's on an adventure, so that came off. And I like this setup right now. I really do. It's very under the radar. Until you get off-road, and then the off-roaders look at you funny because you're driving around in an X5 BMW off-road, all terrain tires. It's like, yeah, that'd be crazy, Larry. Anyhow, it's a lot of fun doing what I'm doing. If you drive safely and you look at your terrain and you're able to read the road conditions well, you'll be fine. Don't just go off-road like a regular 4x4 would. Bye, Larry. That's weird. VIP, my husband thought. Okay, what is it? VIP, regarding the movie Nomadland, I watched the movie. There were some, Hollywood moments in it that I thought were funny, and I actually pointed out when I was watching it. I think one of the weird parts were when everyone was leaving Quartzsite to go on to the next location. How everyone was leaving in a caravan. That's not how people leave camp. They just leave one or two here and there, and all of a sudden you're whittled down to nothing. You don't realize what's going on until people are all gone. I've always been one of those people who have left camp. Like one of the first people to leave camp would be Larry. Either really early in the morning or bringing camp early in the morning and leaving. Or when I was in Quartzsite, I was, I think, the second or third person to leave that camp. Anyway. I thought the movie had its moments. I think that one of the positive aspects that I respected was how the main character had to deal with people trying to help her out, like she was in trouble all the time. And that's not how I live either. I'm doing this by choice. I wanted to do this to document what I'm doing and show the world there's another way of living. This is by far the most fun I've had my entire life. I should have done this a long time ago. Are there scary moments? Yeah, there's scary moments, but there's scary moments in everyone's life, whether you're living in a house or in a car or in a mansion. You're going to have scary points in your life. You just got to be a man or a woman and deal with them as they come to you. Yes. Sorry. I felt it was a honest movie. For the most part, yeah. They made, I think, Bob Wells to be out like this person who's always talking in like wise man speak, and I don't think that's how he is. That's not how I know him. Anyway, that's my 3,000-foot review of the movie. It was a good movie. Is it Oscar level? Academy Award level? Yeah, I think they did the right thing. What was the one time I was the most scared? There's been several. There's been several times I've been very scared. Whether it's a sound you hear outside of your car or something that has happened to you personally, um, I've been scared several times. Personal issues you deal with. You know how you are. People out there, you guys yourselves, know how you deal with certain things all the time. Like if your girlfriend or boyfriend acts up and does something bad, you know how you feel and do things. When you're out on the road doing this, um, they're magnified. It's seemingly magnified. So you really have to take everything with a grain of salt. I guess the scariest part for me so far has been, well, shit, man. There's been so many. I guess rolling my ankle was a scary moment on Mount Potosi. Um, that was scary. The next scary thing was hearing noises outside my camp, which ended up being 3 donkeys that took over my campsite, making me move. When my engine let go in the car, that was a scary moment. I owe this channel to Wonder Hussy. She saved this channel single handedly. She's just a great person, Wonder Hussy, whether you like watching her videos or not. Um, I'm still subscribed to her. I don't watch all her videos. I'm very selective in any videos I watch. I tend to stick with pastime. I watch, Tiki Trek's channel on repeat. I'm just wandering thought now. Sorry. Why do you? I didn't break Wonder Hussy's bumper. Why is everyone saying I broke her bumper? I did not repair her bumper. She broke it herself. Well, Catherine, doesn't she live in your town? She lives in Las Vegas. Send her an email saying, hey, I'd love to meet you sometime. My name's Catherine Kennedy. I'm on your channel. It all starts with a nice, polite email introduction of yourself and what your intentions are. No desire to meet her at all. Okay, VIP. I've already met her. She's a great person. Um, she's quite she's quite the same person that you see on camera, except, well, everyone has a different persona on camera, even me. My persona is a little different when I'm recording my videos. They're a lot different from when I do live streams. And when you meet me in person, they're even more different from those. So I try to hold back the bad language, the weird sarcasm that I have, the dry humor that I have. I tend to keep that to myself. Bleeds over into my live streams sometimes, but for the most part, I'm easy, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. I've really changed my life to be a very simple life. And yeah, no politics, of course. My politics is that there are none here on this channel. You can certainly have your standings. Like Tom Fry is very opinionated in his stance in the political world. Um, I am too, and you guys are as well. And I respect every one of you. Except this is not the common ground in which we talk about that stuff, because we could talk for days until we're blue in the face. Oh my gosh, another car. What did you try? It's not the cops checking me out. Talking politics. Well, you want an answer on a political question like, what do I think of Biden? And that comes right after I say we don't talk about stuff like that on this channel. What do you want me to say to that? So I just ignore it because it's a stupid question to ask on a channel like this. I think. Yeah. Well, some people need timeouts, I think. It is a can of worms. And I have a low tolerance for that, so I don't even joke around with it. So if you want to joke about it, you can go to some other channel and joke about it. I don't like joking about that stuff here. Enough of that. So, yes, it's been about 2 hours now. I actually have to get some work done. I have to edit that description for tomorrow's video. And I really want to work on that thumbnail. I might redo the thumbnail. Rambo's hometown, Bowie, Arizona is what it is. All's Rambo wanted was some food, damn it. They drew first blood. He just wanted something to eat. You remember the Rambo movies? Come on, guys. We need a news channel that delivers nothing but good news. It should be called the Good News Channel. No negative news allowed. The city of Shoshone just bought a new trash truck. Stuff like that, you know? the city of LA finds a new way to feed the homeless. You know, stuff like that. What else do we need? We need a. Today, all the world leaders decided to, fight climate change. You know, we need to hear stuff like that, not this negative shit all the time. Gary, you're absolutely right in your assumption of her. She is a straight shooter like that. Free puppies. Don't threaten me like that. Ah, we get everything done. You kidding me? Along those lines, Mark, put the news in a positive light. Don't go like you could easily take this LA cleaning up the homeless camps. LA's kicking all the homeless people into the dungeons. You know, they're not doing that. They're trying to make it better. There's always going to be a bad light to that, but there's plenty of positive light to shine on that too. Are you really giving away puppies, Gibby? I've been waiting for a dog to adopt me. I've seen those videos where people are out walking around in the middle of nowhere and all of a sudden a dog comes running up. Hello? There any puppies out here? Free food. Warmth. Fairly loving guy. Come on in. They'll come knocking later, I'm sure. I sent the message out. We'll see if anything comes back. Husky puppies. Oh, okay, fun, positive thing. I thought there might be a puppy involved for Larry. I think I would do fine with dogs. I've never had a pet dog, ever. I've had plenty of cats my whole life, but never a dog. I think I would get along fine with dogs. I'm thinking I should get a dog. It would have to be the right dog. You're right. It's a small vehicle, but have you seen the backyards that I camp at? Granted, there's some dangers involved, like snakes, critters, coyotes of the sorts. They're dangerous to animals out here, just like humans. Yeah, I don't need a teacup chihuahua. No. Well, I stay out of heat where I can. Instant upgrades. Every food you feed the dog, the alarm system goes up even more. protect this guy. He gives me food. No doubt. I'm not sure what kind of dog I would adopt. I'm not sure what dog would adopt Larry, but um, whatever dog that is, they would have to have a tolerance for a human being with, short hair. I don't shed a lot. I'm fairly clean, and I'm very loving, and I tend to dogs, as a professional. I'm pretty good with that. But I got a good resume for a dog if they're taking applications. I haven't seen where you drop those off at though. Have we seen any new videos from AJ? I've been waiting for her to come out with a new video. Did she come out with one today? Well, I don't shed in the car. I usually dig a hole and shed outside. But psh. No, I shed. I'm sure I do. I would like to get a sign that says, "Oh no, there's no dog in here. Go right on in at your own risk." Oh, she came out with one today. Okay, good. I'll get to see her video finally. Hopefully, it's of her fifth wheel. So I've heard a lot about it. I haven't watched any full videos on it yet. Well, shoot, I'm going to end this live stream and go watch her video. And I'll talk to you guys a little later. Maybe later today or tomorrow. I don't know. Do I have BM today? What's BM? What is BM? Come on. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. I'll tell you guys in a little bit. Eminence from X5. Larry word out. Shh. Ow. That hurt. That really hurt this time, man. That shouldn't be there.